I would like to be a bald eagle. I think it would be so cool to be able to fly really high in valleys, and they have great eyesight and they can see for miles, and plus they're very powerful. They got the big talons, and they're a very powerful bird. That's why they're the national bird that we have. So I think it'd be great to be a bald eagle.
Oh, that's easy. You know, it would be a dog, because dogs pay nothing to get everything. All you gotta do as a dog, you just look cute, you wag your tail, you hang around, lay around most of the time, and they feed you. So you can't really go wrong with that lifestyle, I don't think.
If I were invisible, I would go into my children's classrooms and watch them interact with other children, and hopefully identify ways that I can help make them be better people.
That's a really great question. Where would I go if I was invisible? I think the first thing that comes to mind, might have two places. First thing is I'd love to actually be in the Oval Office when there was some major strategic discussion going on, just to see how much the actual advisors advise versus the president actually having a point of view. So that would be one. And the other place that I'd love to go if I was invisible is basically into a men's locker room, a major sporting event. Not to see any of the nudity or anything like that, but just to see how different men are in sporting camaraderie than women are. So growing up, did a lot of women's athletics for high school and college, and always was interested to see how different those two kind of cultures or bondings might be.
So I'm thinking about this one, and it's kind of creepy actually, just thinking that I'm going to be going around being invisible. But be that as it may, I think it would be really fun to go behind the scenes when Jimmy Fallon was putting together one of his Tonight shows. He has such creative skits and looks like he has so much fun. I'd really like to go behind the scenes and just see what it's like.
If I were invisible, I think it would be interesting to be able to go on some of the car ride home after family gatherings to hear what people had to say about me and my family. Not that I couldn't imagine them having anything negative to say, but it would still be interesting, I think, because I know we do a lot of that chatter in my car on the way home.
The master planning meeting to find out what's going to happen with the campus going forward.
Dancing Queen by ABBA.
So my celebrity crush is Captain Jack. I need to be specific because it's not Johnny Depp, which most people would think. It's actually Captain Jack. So he loves me and I love him, and that's my celebrity crush. I actually went to Disneyland for 3 of the premieres just to try to find the Captain Jack, whether it was Johnny Depp or a lookalike. I didn't care. I just sort of followed them around Disneyland. So that's my crush.
And did you find him?
A couple of times I did, probably much to his dismay, but I did. Yeah, it was great.
Rob Lowe.
My celebrity crush would be Jennifer Aniston. So, you know, growing up with Friends, watching Friends, I think if you're single, it would be pretty cool to have Jennifer Aniston in the apartment next door.
My family calls me the Duck, and I got that nickname when I was, I couldn't even talk. I like Donald Duck, and whenever they asked me what my name was, I would say Dee Dee Duck. So my family to this day calls me the Duck.
Yes. It's the situation. My Hootie Coast teammates gave it to me, and apparently because there's always some going on.
Well, this is a fairly long story, but I'm going to try to quicken it up. Years ago, I used to actually have some cows that I had a small piece of land, and I was going to take them to the stockyard and have them auctioned. And I'd never done this before, and while I had put them into the trailer and was driving them to the auction, I was going through downtown West Richland, Washington, and the back door opened up and the two cows got out and were running down the street of West Richland, Washington. And I had to chase them around the street, and at the time I didn't even have a rope. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to flag down a lady who owned a farm, and like I said, it's a long story, but we eventually got them corralled and we got them to the auction.
Oh, that's a great question too. My most embarrassing moment, so bear with me, this will be a story. I was in the 5th grade and I had a crush on a boy. His name was Doug Schmidt, and we were family friends, and we used to spend a lot of time together. One afternoon, I found myself alone with Doug Schmidt at his house, and he was doing laundry. And he was squatting down with the basket, putting the wet clothes into the dryer. And I was standing up, and our eyes met, and I thought, this is the time. I'm gonna have my first kiss. First kiss, got really excited. The eyes met, he was kind of coming up, so I was kind of going down. Right when I got to the go down, big fart. Needless to say, the kiss didn't happen, and I was just mortified and basically didn't talk to him again for months. So that's my most embarrassing moment.